something about the orientation. Hey, I've been trying to have this kind of orientation, so I don't know. I don't know how can you see me in your video. So let's take a minute and wait for people to join the live stream. One person in the house, say hi to me. At least let me know where you are joining me from. Which part of this beautiful world are you watching me from? And if you're coming across this channel for the first time, please consider subscribing. It's free of charge. Very, very free of charge. And tell me, is my orientation okay? Like my setting? I don't know whether you can see me in which setting. Is it vertical or is it horizontal? I don't know. I wanted to try something new, and that is why I opted for this. So I don't see any message. And unfortunately, I don't have my other gadget, so I can't like trace. Silver Fox, greetings to you. I hope that you're fine wherever you are and you're having a great moment. I don't know, how is the orientation? Can you see me well? I can see 4 people in the house. I can't access your messages. So I hope in due course I'm gonna be able to see the messages. I don't know where the messages are. Hey, wow, I can't see any message. I don't know. Okay, you're fine, that's good. Welcome you all. 6 people in the house. At least say hi to me so that I know I'm talking to my people. Thank you so much, Silver Fox. How is the orientation? Like, how is the presentation for the setting? I wanted it to be horizontal, and I hope that is how you are able to see me. I don't have any other phone around me to check on the orientation. So let's just say hi so that I know who I'm talking to. Hey, this news is water. Hey, like it is too hot, very hot. I want to share with you this hot news. But it's not something that I should be laughing about, but it is what it is. So say hi to me as you come in. Welcome. You can share this live stream with your family. You can share it with your friends. That is, if you feel like doing so, you can do that. You can equally subscribe to this channel if you have never subscribed here. So let me just take the first few minutes to say hi to us. Therefore, as you join, let me know where you're watching me from. Of course, I'm so much familiar with the majority of my subscribers. So just say hi to me as we wait for this discussion. And please bring in your your opinion. And as you come in, don't forget to hit that like button. Hit it and hit it. We need to have this discussion, guys. Nyabohanse being the center of everything is actually becoming one place that I feel should be investigated. Like, what is this that I'm hearing? Hey, what is this? You know, sometimes there are some matters you listen to and you're like, oh my God, this one is not in order. This one is not okay. Why are people taking advantage of other people? Like, what is actually happening in Nyabohanse? So I'm waiting to see your messages. I don't know where should I press so that I can read the messages. I don't want to interfere with anything. I don't want to interfere with anything, and that is why I'm patiently at least waiting for us to be at around 20 before we start the discussion. So please share the live stream, share the live stream, and let me know where you are joining me from. which part of this beautiful world are you coming from. And by the way, if you're coming across the channel for the first time, just know that it is a reaction channel and we talk about so many issues here. We react in a positive way to spread love. The world has a lot of negative energy, and the only thing that you can do is to be good. Josephine Holmland, welcome. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your time, guys. I know you're busy. You have your own programs. There are things that you are doing. And that is why I'm so grateful anytime I do a live stream. And I have people that are joining in. I become like so excited. It's now around 5:30 p.m. here in Kenya. It's a Saturday, of course. Okay, so as you come in, please keep on saying hi so that I can greet you. And let's have this discussion. You know, it is always good to talk to people that know the tingo. Because, you know, this being a live stream, there are people that are going to join that maybe do not understand what we do here. So sometimes you need to explain to them, you need to take them back. But if you're talking to people that are very familiar with what is happening, it becomes so easy. Okay, 12 people in the house with 6 likes, like this live stream. As we come in, like the live stream. And the 12 people, where are your greetings? Greetings are free. That is how we say it here in Kenya, like salamu ni free. We don't charge greetings. So just say hi to me and let me know which part of this beautiful world are you joining me from. It's good to know who you are talking to. So I think I'll start off with the discussion, or should we wait for 7 more people before we do the live stream? We are 7 minutes into this live stream since I began. Okay, 14 people, the numbers are rising. I'm happy. And as you come in, please hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you are always here watching my content and you've never considered subscribing. Please consider subscribing. So let me start off the discussion, guys. Today, as I was minding my own business, and of course, you know, the biggest business that we usually have here is to go through the whitey streets and dig and get content. Creating content is not vegetable. Like sometimes you have to sacrifice a lot. You have to literally listen and get information. So today when I was just minding my own business on these whitey streets, I came across a video that was done by Ernest. Actually, the video I think is around 3 hours old since he did this video. And guess what, guys? This guy came out to do some expose. And I was so shocked. Like so shocked. And I kept on asking myself, what is actually happening in Nyabohanse? You know, we need someone to come out here and at least explain to us so that we get to understand. Is this thing to do with early marriage like a norm? That is how I feel like I should begin this discussion. Is it a norm? Like, why is it that majority of girls are running away from school, getting married at a very young age? Is it a norm that is acceptable? Is it a norm that people have, embraced? Is it part of their culture? What is actually happening in Nyabohanse? You know, guys, yesterday, Ernest did a video. Was it yesterday? I think so. Yesterday or the day before yesterday. Maybe the video was done on Thursday or Friday. This guy talked about him coming out to expose some content creators from Nyabohanse that have been staying with girls that are underage. Are we together? Okay. And he talked about, most of these girls are in grade 6. He mentioned grade 6, grade 7, and today I heard him talk about grade 9. Those are minors. By the way, they are minors that have not even joined senior school as we speak. They are just little girls, trying to find a balance in this life, trying to get an education. This guy came out and said there are some YouTubers in Nyabohanse that are using the little money that they get from YouTube and from donations to lure these young girls. So these young girls, like, they don't need to be given a lot of money. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying, because I can't even see your messages. I don't know whether we are together in this discussion or not. Okay, these are young girls who do not need a lot of money. That is something that is so obvious. Do you get it? And I feel most of these men in Nyabohanse take advantage of these young girls because they cannot, like, speak out for themselves. They do not need a lot, from them. Because if these young girls need maybe a lot of support from them, do you think they would go for these girls? Why are they not picking their own age mates? If you want to understand who a person who starts with that letter P, if you want to understand that kind of, like, this person is a P, you will get to understand that this is a person that will always want to go after minors that do not have any say. They want to go after minors that are gullible. Do you get it? Minors that you can easily convince without even sweating. And that is why most of these men that are under this name that starts with a P, most of them, you'll realize that they can't go after women of their age. They don't have the confidence. The confidence, like, is down there. And they know very well, if they go after these women that are of their age, the demands are going to be high. I'm speaking this from a point of experience as a high school teacher. We've had such cases. It's not like something that I'm coming across for the first time. Most girls are usually lured by as little as 100 Kenyan shillings. They are given 100 Kenyan shillings to go and blow dry their hair. Do you get it? They just go to a salon, blow dry their hair using 100 shillings. Sometimes they are bought chips that we call chips muitu. Chips muitu, these are fries that are usually prepared by the roadside. And you'll find that sometimes these are chips muitu, they go for around, let's say, 50 Kenyan shillings. And that is it. And therefore, when Ernest came out yesterday and said he's going to expose some content creators that have been taking advantage of young girls, I was like, Ernest, you are not doing us a favor. You are not doing us any favor. If this is something that has been happening right under your eyes, if this is something that has been happening in Nyabohanse, where everyone is seeing, why have you people not taken any action? It's just as simple as that. Take action. Because at the end of the day, if such young girls are not rescued, we are killing a whole generation. You can imagine a girl who is 14 years getting married now, 2025. Hey, by the time they are over 40 years old, number one, how many children will they have, brought forth? How will they just be looking physically? Just imagine, will they even be able to take their own children to school? They won't be able. Hey, guys, I don't know what you think about this because I don't see any message, or the messages are here. Okay, so let me try and read some. So as you come in, keep it here. And I wanted us to really have this discussion because sometimes I find it to be so awkward and very absurd. Moira, thank you so much for joining in. Leroy Phillips, Janet Harris, Monica O, thank you, Megan. Everyone that is in here, thank you so much. I want us to have, this is a serious conversation. Do you get it? And when Ernest came out and he was like, I'm giving you guys like 1 week or by the end of 2 weeks, if you'll not have, allowed these girls to go back to school, I'll come and expose you. Guys, that one does not make sense. If you want to rescue someone, you need to rescue them ASAP. Like, don't wait. And I'm happy this guy has come out with these receipts. Number one, the alleged culprit is Mayani. We all know who Mayani is. Mayani and Gintu are like this. Tight friends. Very good friends. Hey! Gintu and Mayani like this. Mogesi like this. Like they're always together. Guys, if I may take you back, you remember that time, I don't know, when was it? There's this time Gintu was out here, like breathing fire, talking about this, the underage girls that are being taken advantage of in Nyabohanse. And he talked about, I don't know, he had, reached out to some organization. And this organization had promised to come out and do the necessary, or take the necessary steps. And the way he was speaking out here on the streets, just like a chatterbox that he is. Mamoda says the stories of these Nyabohanse men and young girls, it is too much. And that is why I started by asking, oh my God, let me not. Okay, that is why I started by asking myself, is this a norm that is acceptable in Nyabohanse? Like, is it part of them? We have these young boys and young girls staying together, making babies when they're still themselves babies. Okay, so back to what I was talking about. This guy Gintu came out here and he really talked a lot about people like Gitriba. He mentioned, some of the matters that took place during the party. And even he said, I don't know, he had conducted it, I don't know, was it the children department? I don't know which NGO, and they were all putting their hands together to ensure that they bring this matter to a stop in Nyabohanse. Shock on you. Hey, the person that has been shouting at the rooftop of Nyabohanse, at the towers up there, has been an aid to Mayani. Ernest, remember, I'm not using my own words. I'm using what Ernest brought. It is only that I can't bring you receipts right now. But if you go watch Ernest, you're going to hear for yourself. Mayani, it is alleged, Mayani had a relationship with Ernest's stepsister. Do you get it? And he did impregnate the girl. And therefore, Ernest and his elder brother and the uncle took action. They took Mayani to the police. He was taken to court and he was imprisoned for 1+ years. And they thought this guy had transformed. Little did they know that it is so hard for some habits to get out of a person. Here in Kenya, we say tabia ni ngozi. Like, it is so hard to change the color of your skin. If maybe I do translate it loosely. If today I want to bleach, there are some parts of my body, like the knuckles here, that will refuse to cooperate. Like a person who was bleached, you can see, like, this is not the real complexion. And it's the same thing like habit. There are some habits that stopping them or, bringing them to an end is so hard. And that is why a person like Mayani, he was arrested. He was imprisoned. When he came back, again, he has repeated the same thing. It is alleged he is staying with a young girl who is in grade 9. A girl in grade 9 here in Kenya, at most, they are 15 years old. So you can imagine if you have a 15-year-old daughter. Just picture that. You have a 15-year-old daughter. And that daughter of yours is now a wifey of someone, playing the wife roles, getting knocked left and right, being denied an opportunity to enjoy childhood, because that is a child. So this alleged lady, she has been staying with Mayani. And then it reached a point where things were getting kind of out of hand. The police were after Mayani. What did Mayani do? Took the girl, took her to Gintus' home. Hey! Took the girl to Gintus' home. Have you heard properly? To Gintus' home. And that is the tingo. You can imagine. The same Gintu that has been out here calling out on such people has been an aid in hiding this girl. giving them a place to sleep, a place to stay. Hey, guys, I don't know. I don't know what you think about this matter, because sometimes, guys, it is so crazy. Like, I don't understand. And that is why I've been asking myself, like, is this a culture in Nyabohanse? Is it a norm that people feel so comfortable in what we call early marriages? And by the way, let me tell you something. The government of Kenya has always ensured it fights two things: FGM and early marriages. There are some communities here in Kenya that are still practicing that, but the government ensures that it goes and rescues such girls. Do you get it? And takes them to school. So you can imagine a whole Gintu, a whole savior. That man that cannot be, arrested by 5 policemen. They mighty him. A person who has been out here pretending that he's fighting for the girl child in Nyabohanse. Yet, he knows, he has been seeing what his friend Mayani has been doing to a girl who is supposed to be in school. A very young girl, you make her to be your wife. Hey, Mayani, shame on you. Shame, 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 shame on you. Personally, I don't take such matters lightly. I don't. And that is why yesterday I was asking Ernest, hey, Ernest, wherever you are, my bro, umetuangusha. That is what I told him, umetuangusha. You have let us down. Come and expose those people. Come and expose them. Let their subscribers know. Ernest said Mayani spent almost a year in prison for a similar offense. Yes, Mamoira, the reason why he went to prison is because of Ernest's stepsister. He impregnated her and made her to drop out of school. And you will be shocked to learn that Ernest and this guy in question are related. They are relatives. And him being a relative, he shamelessly went ahead to commit incest. Went against the culture. Slept with his sister, because that is how it is. That is the tingo. Slept with this sister. Impregnated her. And the girl dropped out of school. And the girl, totally refused to go back to school. Let me tell you, as a teacher, I have seen these matters. I have seen pregnant girls in school. By the way, nowadays the government of Kenya allows them to be in school until they give birth. It is not like in the past when you became pregnant, like that was the end of your education. Nowadays they are allowed to stay in school. But just imagine a girl has been given a second chance to go back to school, but they say no, they don't want to go back to school. They just want to go and be married. If you listened to my last video that I did before this live stream, I talked about these issues to do with subscribers. There are some subscribers who fund them. They give them money. Of course, there's no content creator that does not have people that support them. That is a fact. Now, these Nyabohanse boys have easy access to cash. That is what we call easy cash. Do you get it? Like, you don't sweat. So they have quick cash from their subscribers. Subscribers that have decided wholeheartedly to support them. Now this money that they have, they use it to lure the young girls. Megan says, may you find favor with Yahweh and be comforted and healed. Hey, I just need my other phone. Guys, I need my other phone. I can't read your messages because of the setting that I've decided to use. Guys, allow me. So please keep on dropping your comments. If they pop up, I'm gonna read. But I think by the end of next week, I'll be having my phone so that I don't struggle with my live streams. So guys, you can imagine. Mayani impregnated his own cousin. Actually, the way they refer to each other, that is the sister. Hey, the audacity of you going and undressing your own sister and choking your own sister. Like how? Sometimes guys matters are out here crazy. Like these people, how do they function? How do they function? Ernest has said they are now calling him a snitch because he has come out to expose them. And guys, if you did listen to the video that I did yesterday, I don't know whether you did listen, but let me just mention something. Guess what? These boys in Yabohansen, what they do, they sit down and come up with a plan. They agree. I want money from subscriber X or subscriber Z. And this is what I'm going to tell them. And they agree. If they ask you, tell them ABCD, tell them the same thing. And these subscribers send money. The same money that is sent to these boys is the money that is used to lure the girls. So these girls think that they have a future. That is how I look at it. They think that they have a future because they can eat, they sleep, they can be bought clothes. What they are forgetting is that in this life, there is more than the three things. It will reach a point where you'll need school fees. Where will you get it from? There's a time you'll become sick. You need, to have an insurance cover, medical insurance cover. Where will you get it? This generation are very difficult to control. I have seen parents going through hell. You can just imagine. Parents are going through hell. Megan says that's an abomination. It is an abomination. And that is why Ernest said, after him being imprisoned, that is Mayani, they thought that he had changed. Little did they know that this guy would go back to his old habits. And that is why now he is like holding this girl. And by the way, schools are resuming next week. That is from Monday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. All students need to be in school. So you can imagine that girl, the mother took her, I don't know, to a village elder. Was it the village elder Mamuira? Remind me. Was it the village elder or the chief? And after that, they went back home. Guess what happened? The girl jumped out of the house through the window. Went through the window and ran away with Mayani. That is how corrupted these young girls in Yabohanse are. You can imagine. Your mother is in the other room. You, through the window, running away with the man. And one thing that has made me personally to be shocked as Mary TV, this man Gintu, that has been out here fighting for the girl child, it is alleged he knows about this girl. And this girl, at some point, they went to his home. That is where they have been staying, running away from the police. And therefore, how do they come out, do content, yet they know their friends are misbehaving? Yet they know their friends is comfortably knacking an underage girl every day, back to back. A girl who is supposed to be, getting an education. A girl who is supposed to be, trying to navigate and understand basically what life is. Someone has made her the wife. And I saw a comment that was at Ernest's, the video that he did about this matter. There's someone who said, there's a day Gintus was doing a live stream, because nowadays he does live streams. And then as he was doing the live stream, there's a young girl that popped. Like, I don't know, she was coming to get something from the room. And immediately, that girl appeared. He ended the live stream. And therefore, I'm kind of convinced that is the girl in question. Do you get it? That is the girl in question. And by the way, Ernest yesterday also came out and talked about the way these people have been, throwing stones to Marwa and the family. Yet, they are covering up for each other. And that is where the mess is. Why would they feel they need to cover for such? And Gintu himself has said he has so many connections. He knows so many people. Why can't he use that, the knowing, to rescue these girls. And by the way, Ernest, if you do watch this, you did say it is more than one YouTuber. You have only mentioned Mayani. What about the rest? We need to understand this, Tingo. We need to understand, because at the end of the day, these people should stop this nonsense. They should allow these girls to go to school. They should allow them to enjoy their childhood. Do you get it? At 15 years old, no one has business with being a mother or, being a wife. It is not like something that is, cool. Do you get it? So, I don't know what you think about this. Your messages are popping in and out, but allow me, please excuse me if I'll not be able maybe to read them. I can't see them. I rather big greetings to you. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining this live stream. Let me see. Let me try and get some messages. I don't know. This Mayani is something else. And you see the way he came out. And they're just liars and liars and liars. Like, they never tell the truth. They never tell the truth. They'll always come out here to play with the mind of people. Caron White, thank you so much, my dear, for joining the live stream. Welcome and greetings to you. I can see 43 people in the house and 23 likes. Please like this live stream. It is one way of supporting your girl here. Creating content is not vegetable. It's not vegetable, but you are trying, or we are trying. Okay, so please like the live stream as you come in. We are talking about this matter to do with Gintus Cronies, who has been allegedly accused of knacking a girl. Like, they can't even just let girls be. What is wrong with these people? What is wrong with these people? They can't even let these young girls be. And I think the community in Nyabohanse should do something. There's this lady, a voice over what? A voice of 1,000 what? Or is it 1,000 voices? Something like that. I don't know whether you have ever watched her. I think she should just come out and escalate this matter so that these girls can be rescued. These girls are kids. They are babies. I started by telling you, if you're here in this live stream, let us reason together. Why are they not going after ladies of their own age? The reason is because they don't want to be challenged. They don't people that are kinda knowledgeable. They don't people that have a voice. They just want a person that is kinda dormant and a person that they can control. And before even I forget, these girls are teenagers, and we all understand the tingo. The hormones are running helter-skelter very fast. And it is so easy to manipulate them because they are myopic, very myopic. So it becomes so easy to control them. And that is why people like Mayani, just look at Mayani, a drunkard. A drunkard. How can he just convince our lady of his age? And that is why he opts to go for an underage. That guy is so crazy. Very crazy. Let him man up and go after grown-up women. There are so many women in Nyabohanse, by the way. He can cross over to Tanzania and get women of his age. Are they not at the border? If maybe he does not want the Kenyan women, let him just cross and go to Tanzania. There are so many women there. Let him get a woman who is, of the right age. And every time they come out here and yap, every time they come out here and lie to the public, the way they are the best, the way they are fighting for the girl child, and they are the ones that are hiding these girls. They are the ones that are taking advantage of these young girls. Of course, I saw someone talking about Mary, their subscribers hate Marwa, so they don't mind being scammed. They see it as entertainment. Hey, Maureen, my sister, how are you? What form of entertainment is that? What form of entertainment is that? And that is why subscribers need to be very, very careful. You go watch these guys in Nyabohanse, these boys in Nyabohanse. There's something that has been mentioned not by one subscriber, not a subscriber, but content creators. Good morning, Mary, and everyone on the live now. Blessings. Doveni Walker, greetings to you, my dear, and welcome. As you come in, give this live stream a thumbs up. Like the live stream. Guys, I don't know whether you watch, but for me, I do watch because this is part of my hustle. Like I watch this person, I watch this person, I watch that person. I have heard from more than 10 people in Nyabohanse talking about there is no division in Nyabohanse. Shock on you. There is no division in Nyabohanse. The division is just for the camera. And these guys are best friends like this. Friends. They meet, they take drinks, they take alcohol, they go around Nyabohanse laughing, but the subscribers are the ones that are being messed up. You have hit the nail on the head, and the community and parents need to stand up for their girls. Shame. They need to stand up for the girls. If they don't, we are going to lose a whole generation because these small girls are easy going, easy to get. If there was a law for these men to be arrested, someone like Mayani is already a what? What are they called? Is an ex-what? Prisoner. That is already a criminal. That is already a criminal. His what are they called, these ones? Fingerprints are somewhere there. Greetings to you, my dear Mora. Welcome. Uko vipi? I hope that you're fine. Okay. That one is already a criminal. I don't know sometimes what is wrong with our girls. You know, these young girls, sometimes they confuse. Like, sometimes you want to help them, but it becomes hard. Just imagine the mother of this girl coming out, takes the girl, I don't know, was it the chief or who? And then the girl waits when the mother is in the other room. The girl jumps through the window. And they do what? They run away with Mayani. Like, who does that? What kind of child is that? That is a child that already does not want any form of help from anybody. They are not willing. I have seen so many girls. Guys, I have seen so many girls do that. Sometimes you know what is happening. You ask them, but they decide to defend the men. And that is why, if you do understand law, sometimes these minors, when they go to court, the judge will say they are acting like adults. And therefore, there is no case. I don't know whether you have ever heard of such. I don't know whether it is only in my country or whether you have ever heard of such. A girl who is an underage acting like an adult. And therefore, sometimes the case is thrown out. And the biggest challenge that we have here in Kenya, I don't know whether in other countries in Africa, the biggest challenge that we have here is most of these things that you see happening in Nyabohanse, they are settled at home. They are settled at home. Just imagine. They are settled at home. Like family to family. They sit and agree. You have impregnated my daughter. Do you get it? Pay this amount of maybe cows or money. I know. And I know and I've seen girls that have been educated by such people. They are perpetrators, by the way. It's just as simple as that. So a girl like this one, I think Mayani has corrupted her mind. And when she looks at Mayani, she just sees her future. Mary, you know black men like to go after the young virgins, especially the poor girls who need lunch money for school. Yeah, lunch money. And by the way, Maureen, I said that there's somewhere in this live stream. In fact, they don't give them a lot of money. 100 shillings, Kenyan shillings, go blow dry your hair. They give them 50 shillings, go buy chips muitu. Mora knows what chips muitu is. Go buy those fries that are, that are prepared along the roads. Those dirty ones, 50 bob. And that 50 bob, that 100 bob that used to blow dry your hair, hey, it is going to show you pepe. Because you'll be knocked. Some will be impregnated. Some will be infected with the diseases. And some will eventually end up dropping out of school. And that is why I said, if these guys in Nyabohanse are very smart, as they think they are, let them go after women of their own age. It's just as simple as that. Let them go after women of their age. You come to me, I tell you, I want you to pay for me rent. I want you to pay for me school fees for my kids. Do you get it? I want you to do this and that and that. Hey, they don't want all those responsibilities. As Maureen McKay has said, they want these young girls that are virgins. They want to get hold of them and just control them like a puppet. And I was shocked the Vuvuzela man couldn't come out and talk about it. And the tingle. And I'm still challenging Ernest. Come out and spill. Come out and talk about the other YouTubers. Because you said there are many. You've only mentioned one. Come out and talk about the others. Let the world know. So that if their subscribers still feel like this is entertainment, hey, let them be entertained. Sometimes I hear people talking about this is entertainment. And I'm like, hey, did entertainment, lose its meaning or what? What is entertainment? You finding someone, them going knacking and underage, and you call that entertainment. Of course, I've seen people that have come after him telling him that he's lying. He's not telling the truth. I have seen some people asking him for more receipts. And of course, Mayani had to come out and defend himself. He did a live stream or a video where he said Ernest is a snitch. A snitch. And therefore, whatever he's saying is not true. But the truth of the matter is this guy was arrested and imprisoned for almost a year. Belhaz, greetings to you and welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining the live stream. So it is up to their subscribers. Of course, I know. If your subscribers like you, sometimes they become so blind, like they can't see the truth. I don't know whether it is denial or what actually takes place. There is no way someone can come out and talk about this matter. And you are like, oh, that is not the truth. Let them be exposed. Let them go and work. These people don't want to work. They want easy money. Let them go to their farms if they are not formally employed. Let them do business. Not just sitting down and creating their own stories. Omo, greetings to you, my dear. Welcome. Let them not just sit down and create stories. As you come in, please hit that like button. Like the live stream. Like it. You can share with your family and friends if you wish to do so. Don't forget to I need water. Don't forget to do what? To subscribe to this channel. Favor, greetings to you. Welcome. Guys, I feel like my hands are tied because I don't have my other gadget. But anyways, I can see your comments popping up. Welcome you all. And please like the live stream. I can see 49 people in the house. I know there are those that are coming and going. So please, as you come in, tap, like, and like. Favor, greetings to you. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. 52 people in the house, please like the live stream. There's something else that really came up that I don't know whether I should talk about it or not. Oh my God, content creation is not vegetable. Content creation is not vegetable. Let me tell you, it's not. And by the way, before I forget, because we are now in this live stream, Tell me, what do you think about the matter to do with Winnie? Do you think that was a wedding? Do you think a wedding took place? Mora, do you think a wedding took place? What actually happened? Was that a wedding or just a ceremony? Because, guys, people have come out with a lot of speculations. There are those that have said, oh, Winnie said she did not want Congrats dad to attend to her function. Nope. She had a baby, lol. Okay, Janet Harris. That is it. And I always know my senses never lie to me. Like I was like, D Mwango. D Mwango is in Kenya. I presume so. D Mwango is in Kenya. Like you guys, you think D Mwango could not just fly from Malindi to attend to her sister's wedding? Hey, and these guys can exaggerate. They can exaggerate. Same to me, Mora. This was just a ceremony. And by the way, these ceremonies are very common. Last year we had a similar ceremony in my home for my younger sister. I don't know. It's only that I wasn't into to vlogging, but it is so common. But now the problem is these people will come out and start creating their own stories. And that cow that you saw, that Congrats mom was given, it is kawaida, like it is normal. Most presents are decorated like that here in Kenya. Like they'll just tie a leso or a kanga around the neck, or sometimes it can be covered with a Masai shuka. And then there's this type of grass that can be used to tie around. Do you get it? I'm a village girl, so I know what I'm talking about. So sometimes we have this grass that can be tied around, just for ceremony. And therefore, these people are just out here to gossip. No, Mary, those men in that village are all gossips, period. Gossiping and gossiping and gossiping. It is so crazy. Very crazy. Dimango and Devi went to see Winnie with newborn baby and Pampers before going to Mombasa. Yes, they did. We saw the video. Whatever happened there, seriously, they wanted private. Some people made it like their own business. They wanted the matter to be private. But because they saw some posting in Dorina and Hello Baby, they started putting the pieces together. And they said that was a wedding. And guys, these people know the truth. One thing that I always have a problem with the naysayers, they know the truth. But they always come out and lie. They always come out and change the story, change the narrative. And they're going to run with it very fast. Max is very upset he did not get to eat and drink some of that food. Nadine Walker, I see you, my dear. Hey, food will be the end of us. So, if you're not invited, what else? So it is just speculation and speculation. And then let me tell you, I said it very well. Let's assume it was a traditional wedding. A traditional wedding is never done at the groom's home. Never. Mostly, in most tribes here in Kenya, it is done in the bride's home. If you didn't know, now you know. And then let me tell you, I talked about African weddings as compared to the Western weddings. For us, a wedding is a big thing. Like if I just get out of my house and I start strolling and I see a wedding taking place, I'll just go and eat. I'll, get crushed. Austin says, Mary, these guys were the one who were campaigning about teenage girls, but they're the ones involved. Yeah, they were campaigning, but they're now doing the opposite. The irony of this matter is that they were at the forefront, blowing trumpets. Oh, I don't know which girl. Oh, I don't know which content creator. But now, they are the ones that are doing it shamelessly. And they're covering up for each other. They're covering up so that their subscribers cannot get to know the real colors of these boys in Nyabohanse. Let them just get women of their age. How I wish these girls to be allowed to go to school. Let them go to school. Let them grow. Let them interact with you know, kids of their own age, their age mates. A 15-year-old that even does not know how to wipe their nose. A 15-year-old that sometimes even they're confused. They don't understand themselves. They don't know who they are. They can't put their feelings to place. And then now you want to go and start confusing such a child. That is nonsense. And I still ask that guy Ernest, bring more receipts. We want to see those people. Kindly, if you have just joined, because I see many people in the house, hit the like button. Hit the like button. We have 50 minutes since I started the live stream. So hit the like button. Double click your screen if you're using your phone. Max, Favor, are you sure? Maybe he promoted himself to be a youth representative. Because I guess if he was actually with the interest of the youth at heart, he would have condemned such matters. Max One would be among the first people that would come here to talk about this matter. Though I heard Ernest saying that maybe Max One cannot be aware of this because I think he stays, there's some distance. I don't know. There's some distance in between. So he said Max One and Masubo may not know. But Gintu, Ernesto, Mogesi, and the others, they know the tingo. But they cannot come and talk about it because they are protecting each other. They don't want to lose their donators. They don't keep on receiving moolah, free money. And that is why, by the way, this has made me to recall something. You remember what Ernesto came out and told the people? When Gint was arrested, he came out and said, oh, Gint was thoroughly beaten. But it was a lie. It was a lie that Gintu himself came out and said, no, that did not happen. He was only asked to kneel. But remember, there are subscribers that ran very fast with that. And they did what? Send them money. You know, one funny thing about most of these people in Nyabohanse is that they're always scheming on how to get money. Like, they're always turning their minds so as to get money from whoever they can get hold of. It's just as simple as that. So guys, I think we have talked for enough. This is 53 minutes into the live stream. So let me give you a few minutes to hit that like button. And especially if you have not liked this live stream, please hit the like button. Let's go to 40 likes before the end. So we are remaining with one more like. So like the live stream so that we call it a day. There's another hot story. Guys, let me tell you, creating content is never easy as you think. If you think it is, try. Sometimes you hear something. You try to go and listen and you're like, am I hearing properly? Or am I the one who is overthinking? There's something that is cooking. So just wait for the next video that I'll do. I think I'll do it on Monday. Tomorrow is Sunday, I'll go to church. And then Monday, I'll do that video. On Tuesday, I'm going back to work. So we'll be trying to balance everything just to see what to do. But I must say thank you so much to you all for always coming here to support me. Just know that your like and your view is very, very important to me as a content creator. If you have never subscribed to this channel and you are always here, please consider subscribing, including the fence sitters, including my secret admirers, whoever you are. Please like this video. You can feel free to share it with your family and friends. And don't forget to watch the adverts. Don't skip the adverts. Please watch them for me. Just watch them. You can also check my membership. By the way, I have a membership. You can check on the packs and pick whatever is pocket friendly for you. So let me say thank you so much. We are now having 41 likes. Thank you. I think we have done enough. We need to come out and condemn such behaviors, because if we don't do that, who will do so? And especially if you work very closely with girls, you must have a soft spot for them. Also, if you are a parent to a girl or you have a niece, you look at them the way they are so innocent, right? And then there's just a funny character somewhere there, trying to convince them to get into their toto. But when you look at your child or your niece or your student, they are very innocent, very gullible, like they can't even make a decision for themselves. Yet there's just someone there, a hyena, seated and ready to confuse such girls. We need to condemn this. We need to condemn with all the possible words. We need to shout. Yvonne, welcome. Thank you so much. We need to shout on top of our voices. Something should be done. Otherwise, we are losing our girls. And we find that most of these girls are the ones that, again, end up, leaving this earth when they're delivering children, because everything is not ready, everything is not mature. Their pelvic is not strong to hold a pregnancy, to carry a pregnancy. Their birth canal is not ready for a baby. They're just babies themselves. And you find most of them during delivery, they experience these challenges. Sana, my dear sister from Mzanzi land, welcome. Thank you so much. Janet, my silent watcher, thank you, my dear. And I hope you have liked the live stream as you come in. So everything in them is not ready. Their mind is not ready to handle. Psychologically, they are not prepared. Physically, they are not prepared. And therefore, we need to speak about it without fear, without favor. And that is why Ernest Seal owes people out here. He should come and bring all these people. Mention them so that it is known. If you don't speak, just imagine, hey, this can be an experience that you yourself will experience as a parent, as an aunt, as an uncle. So you need to just speak about the matter. So guys, thank you so much for your love. I really appreciate you, and I love you back. So all those silent watchers and listeners, I hope you have liked this live stream. Please like the live stream as we come to an end. In fact, I don't know with this orientation how to end the live stream. I'm trying to figure out. But I think it is the best way of doing the live stream. So I don't know with this orientation, how am I going to end it? This is our wahala. They are gradually and progressively eroding their credibility and at the same time reducing the growth and development of the village girls. Emmanuel Tambe, I agree with you 101%. Sometimes I look at Nyabohanse, by the way, and I ask myself a lot of questions. Most people in Nyabohanse, most of the youth, they don't want to go to school. What is the future of Nyabohanse? Don't come here and tell me I create content. Of course, I create content as my side hustle. Do you get it? Like, content is not my full-time thing. But these people in Nyabohanse, the only thing that they strongly believe in is creating content. But they don't want anything to do with education. In the next 10 years, how will the village be? And suppose this YT comes to an end, which I know majority of people depend on, what becomes of them? Do you get it? And I'm so happy that you also resonate with me. We think alike. It's just as simple as that. They just like donations. Imagine Mamoira, donations and donations. How will you survive on donations? Suppose this person who has been donating to you, one day they stop doing that. What will you do? Or they leave this world. What will you do? Creating content again is not easy. It's just as simple as that. It is never easy. It's never easy. Creating content is never easy. And these guys should just do something better. It's just as simple as that. Let them go to school. Let them go to school. As a teacher, I say let them go to school. We don't want the youths just to disappear like that. Do you get it? It's just as simple as that. Ezella, did I say hi to you? Thank you so much. Blessings to you. Where are the parents of these young men? How can they allow their sons to abuse these girls? Belhas, and that is why I started by asking us, has this thing become a culture? You know, you do something so many times, repeatedly, until it becomes part of you. Like everyone, looks at it as something that is so normal. Like there's no big deal. Do you get it? Like there's no big deal. The parents are there. And I said at some point in this live stream, most of girls here in Kenya, when they find themselves in such a predicament, sometimes the matters are taken to court. But the matter will be taken back to the families to settle. And you'll find families meeting and agreeing on payment, on how they're going to handle the tingo. Maybe they'll educate the girl. Maybe they pay dowry and take the girl. It is a common happening here in Kenya, and especially in communities where they practice early marriages and FGM. That is something that is so common. Guys, very common. And it only takes a parent who is enlightened, a parent who wants a good future for their children, that will come out and talk about it and shout about it. A parent will come and rescue her own child. And even sometimes you have parents that take their children from their home and take them very far to go and stay with relatives so that they can be educated. Do you get it? It's just as simple as that. I used to work in Narok, where the Maasais come from. I know most of you know about the Maasai. You know of Masai Mara. I worked in that place for 7 years. And these were common happenings. Like, you would literally see them happening. Do you get it? And most organizations are there to rescue the girls. And there's no way an organization can rescue a girl that her parents are not willing to support the process. I hope you understand what I'm talking about. One day I'll come and tell you these experiences that I had in Narok. There's no way you can support a child that a parent is not willing. You may pick a case of a child, and then the next day you go there, the child has disappeared, or you can't trace where they are. And the reason is because the parent is not willing to collaborate in the process. It is a common happening in the Korea community because they still practice this FGM thing. If you just go to this other community, the Pokots, very common. But it takes a parent who is enlightened, as much as they've never gone to school, but they are willing and ready to support their daughters. And especially this matters usually happens with girls. So it's just as simple as that. One day, Yvonne, I'll come and tell you about my experiences in Masai Mara. I stayed there for 7 years and worked in an organization that, used to rescue girls and take them to school. You go for a follow-up. Your chest, like with this, tush, they chase you very fast. It's never easy. So sometimes you look at this community and you're like, are they so much used to this that they don't feel anything? I'm sorry, but to me it sounds primitive. Very primitive. And that is why I've said Belhas, a person who is only enlightened. You may not be educated, but you may have the desire to ensure that your children go to school and have a bright future. And especially girls. So it takes the willingness of an organization the willingness of parents to ensure that this thing works. Otherwise, it will never work. It will never work. It's just as simple as that. So allow me to end this live stream. One day I'll come here, I think maybe when I have time, because I'll be going back to work, and I'll tell you about those experiences that I had there. And guess what? In that surrounding, you meet with girls that are so excited that they're going to get married. And that girl is 14 years old, 15. Hey, it is never easy. Like, they're so excited, they're looking forward to it. Sometimes you'll meet some girls that are very happy. They're going to get the cut. The tortoise is going to be cut. Guys, let me just stop. That is a story for another day. We'll talk about it so that you understand why is it that maybe these people in your bonds are not doing anything. Mora. Yeah, Ezela, I agree with you. But there's something that he mentioned about the stepsister that was impregnated with Mayani. But we believe where there's smoke, there's fire. There's no way we can be having smoke and there's no fire. It's just as simple as that. Smoke goes with fire. Very excited about FGM2. It's sad when you visit some villages. Yeah, very sad. You know it, Mora. It happens. It happens. And it only takes the bold among that community to speak about it. And that is why I was asking this lady. I think she's also a teacher in Nyabohanse. A voice of 1,000 reasons. Or hey, Mora, what is the name of that channel? I don't know whether you've ever come across it. There's a name. A journey of 1,000 what? She's always, she has tried so much to empower the girls. Do you get it? She has tried so much to empower girls and women in Nyabohanse. I think she should. In fact, she's the right person to be getting all these donations to ensure that she rescues girls. Mamoira, I agree with you. Mayani has talked about it. He was arrested at some point. It is only that he can't come out and publicly admit of what he did because it is so shameful. How can you admit you knocked your own sister and impregnated her? It only takes the bold to come out in public and talk about it. Yeah, voices over something like that. Journey of 1,000 voices. Yeah, journey of 1,000 voices. This lady has tried her best to empower girls and women in Nyabohanse. And I think she should pick up this matter. It's just, okay guys, I think she should pick this matter and escalate it because she's at the ground. She can get hold of this girl one-on-one. The mother, I think the mother is ready to collaborate because Ernest said he talked to the mother. The mother wants the girl to go to school. The mother wants this child to have a future. So I think this is something that can be handled and worked on. So my dears, thank you so much and goodbye for now. So I don't know how should I end this one. Hey. Hey, okay.